Hello and welcome. My name is Stephen Koss, and I'm one of 1 million Americans in the United States that has MS, and thought I'd do this little video here to talk about Ocrevus. Shout out to my man at No Stress MS, Damian Washington. He really kind of helped inspire this little feedback and video, man. If you can check him out, he's a hilarious guy. But I'll get right to the Ocrevus because if you're like me when you first got it, you want to get right to the information. What's it all about? What happened to you? Uh, when I was first diagnosed, they had the pills which are offering 50-50 chances of actually doing something for your health. Also, in addition to tearing up your stomach, it wasn't a risk that I didn't feel the juice was worth the squeeze on that one. So I waited, and Ocrevus came out a couple years, maybe it was about a year and a half later. And a really great doctor at USF, Dr. Maldonado. You can check her out on YouTube. She also has a video and she explains it very well. Great woman. Love talking to her. But I came down here to North Carolina. I live in Winston. I go to Wake Baptist Neurology. And shout out to Dr. Rosales, my doctor. She is just a dream. Great woman. Always takes the time to talk to me and listen. And she's the one that got me on the Ocrevus. And she's like, Steven, it's just a twice-a-year deal. You go in for an infusion, 6 hours, and that's it. There's no pills. There's nothing. The trials have been really good. It's been out a year. I think this will probably help you and give you a shot at it's just to control your symptoms. It's not going to heal you. It's just going to help, stutter the attacks and the relapses and just help with your overall health. So let me just get into the actual procedure, getting in there, because it's a long time. It sucks. 6 hours. So you roll in there, and they start you off with a little cocktail. You pop a couple Tylenol, hook up your IV, and you get some Benadryl, and then you get 100 milligrams of solumetrithol, which is the steroid, which if you've had an attack, it usually gets you 3 days of solumetrithol. And if you got really bad, you get 5. I got it the first time, but you feel that metallic taste coming on your lips. You're like, oh, there's that steroid. Your eyes get a little heavy from the Benadryl kicking in because it's straight through the IV. It's so cold when they put it into you. And then you just get heavy and you conk right out, man. It's strong the first time. And, what are the side effects, right? When I first had gotten the treatment, my head started itching crazy. I was like, man, I wish I would have brought a comb. I could have just combed my hair for about 2 hours. My head just itched insane. And then it went away. And I never had that problem since. But again, back to the procedure. So 2 Tylenol, the Benadryl, the solumetrithol. That's going to be about an hour. And then you're going to get the 600 milligrams of Ocrevus. And that's going to take you about 4 hours. And then you're going to get another hour of just, what the heck's the name of that? I can't remember. Whatever. It's got all the nutrients and vitamins in it and to hydrate your body. They want to check you out after you've had the drug. So you're there an extra hour just getting hydrated with that to make sure you're okay to drive home and whatnot. So when this was my 5th treatment yesterday. I went and got it. And I have to say it didn't... It was actually really nice because I slept pretty much the whole time. I worked for about an hour on my laptop. It was funny. There was a guy across. There was a very small room, and this dude's over there. He's about my age, and the nurses, attended to my IV because she had put it in. And I just went to straighten my hand, and it was like lightning. So she's readjusting it, and all of a sudden, we're masked up. Dude's got his laptop. It's like Grandpa Simpson, man. He just fell asleep right away, and he was just in and out. We just started laughing. But I felt good. I slept, the whole time. I got out of there. You just feel really heavy. I mean, you got to think about this is really an intense shock to your system. Like if you're going out on a binger and you're drinking all night and you're smoking, taking drugs, blah blah blah. You're doing all this to your system. But this is a straight line into your bloodstream for 6 hours of just, I feel heavy afterwards. I just feel like, whoa. My legs feel heavy. I'm tired. I'm achy. Today when I woke up, I felt okay. I just felt a little weird still. I don't know how to describe the feeling. It's not like you're super fatigued. It's not like you're super amped. It's somewhere where just like you just don't feel yourself. You know what I mean? You're just off a tad bit. Uh, but I got through the day. Really had a great day today, and I felt better because leading up to that treatment, man, I was having some hard. My symptoms were coming back, and I was talking to her. She said about 5 months the Ocrevus really starts wearing off. And that last month is kind of hard. I was having I could not sleep. I couldn't sit. It was just like your whole body just aches. You don't want to walk. You're getting numb. I almost had an attack just in the shower. The water, if and you've got a hot shower, and then your neck just starts ringing afterwards for a fucking hour, and you're just like, this water wasn't even hot. It was lukewarm, and all of a sudden I just felt it just come down my neck and then my shoulders at a 10. It just scared me. Because this stuff was wearing off, and it's like, what does Ocrevus even do, right? It's like it's a miracle drug. They say it targets certain B cells that have a certain protein, but they actually claim they don't even know how it really works. So, but it does work. It's helped me out tremendously. I'm gonna say for twice a year, as opposed to taking those pills every day and messing your stomach up. Although the nurses tell me people felt better when they took the Textadera, they could really tell the difference. I don't know. When I've taken the Ocrevus, the last time I felt really excellent. Like I woke up, I was like, whoa, let's do this. I'm attacked today. And normally, if when you wake up with MS and you've had it for some time, you don't want to get out of bed. You could just sit there all day and do nothing. The fatigue's still a major thing. But the Ocrevus, it helps battle that a little bit. My legs feel a lot better. When I got up this morning, they didn't feel like they weren't underneath me like normal when I get up, and they're just kind of numb, and you can just feel it go down your spine on the way to the bathroom, and you're just like, this is going to be a hard start to the day. But, yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know it's helped me. Like I said, that was my 5th treatment. Yeah, it sucks because you're in there. I mean, it's a long battle. You know what I mean? You get in there, you take that cocktail, then they hook you up with what you came for, and then you take, the last hour, and you're just like, 6 hours, you're spent. And, the first 3 times were a little rough. I was fatigued. I know I watched a lot of videos where people were fatigued for 2 weeks afterwards, and I don't know if I just programmed it in my head or something, but I didn't feel that good the first 3 times. You get a half dose, you get another half dose, and then you get your full dose. And those first 3, yeah, I didn't feel so good in the beginning for the first couple weeks afterwards. I'd say about 2 weeks, it was a little tough. But now my body's accustomed to it, and I mean, everybody's body's different, right? You got to find out what works best for you. So, in my experience, it has helped me out a lot. I think, even though there's not a lot of data about it. It was another drug before that. The nurse was telling me how similar it was to one she's used for many years. And it does work. It works so well that England didn't even take it last year because they have universal health care, and fucking Ocrevus is expensive. If at $60,000 a dose, they did $1 billion in sales, so they wouldn't even take it. But it does work, and I'm thankful for the foundation that hooks me up. Appreciate that. And the people in the hospitals have been great to me. I've had really pleasant nurses and good company. So if you're thinking about trying Ocrevus out, I give it a shot. Man, it seems to be helping me out. I know I even went and got another MRI after 4 doses of it, and no new lesions. So, that's a good sign. It's not going to heal you. You're at where you're at. But this drug helps out a lot. And give it a shot. It's better than taking the pills every day. But I hope that helped you out, and you guys got a little bit of information on what it can do and help you out. And I hope you're with me. I'm with you, man. It's a struggle every day. A million of us out there, and people always look at me. They're like, "Man, you look fine, Steve. You look fine. What do you mean you're messed up? And I'm like, oh, you want to see the MRI page? They don't get it. They don't know. They can't see a broken arm, so they look at you and think, oh, it's in your head or some of this, or they try to understand autoimmune, but they can't. You know what I mean? And that's tough. But if people are willing to listen to you and you guys out there, and we have this community, it's a place where we can share our feelings and ideas. I'm always open to new things. I know everybody's different. Like if you're like me, you go on YouTube and Google and you're finding all these different cures and what can do this, and then people are emailing you stuff and you're like, oh yeah, I read that. And it's like, I got you. But I guess we can just put one foot forward every day as positive we can and get a moment of joy, a smile on our face, help somebody out, and realize that we're in this together. I hate that came out with the COVID, but shit, we've been in this together. We're all in this together always. We never do anything alone. You know what I mean? So appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this. On my channel, if you're interested, I spent some time on the Appalachian Trail. My background is my last book, White Blazing American Pilgrimage. Also on the channel is a midlife crisis, a West Coast road trip. We did 23 states in 58 days last summer, from North Carolina all the way to California, up to Seattle, down and back around. It's a cool video. Check it out. But thank you, everybody. Take care.